we started making the show and then forgot to turn the show on. So now the show's on, and here we go. I gotta Jai's gonna yell at me if I don't do it. So I'm gonna do this thing where I get out here
Public.
and I gotta make it public.
Public
See,
thing.
he's trying to yell at me.
I'm
I'm
not.
trying to just get in front of it so I don't get yelled at because I get yelled at enough already.
I'm not. I'm not yelling at you.
Scolding. He's scolding me.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the intro.
I'm scolding myself. All right.
Maybe.
We're live. Jai, intro. Welcome to Home Service Happy Hour, brought to you by Service Master. Man, that's always louder than I think it's going to be with these headphones on. Ooh. Oh, it's like a funk. We got a funky Thanksgiving tune for everybody. Happy Wednesday, y'all. It is the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and we have a little annual tradition we like to do on the old Home Service Happy Hour show here, brought to you by Service Monster, which is we just got to be thankful. And damn, we all got a lot to be thankful for. We go through some hard times. We go through a lot of good times too. One of the, I think we have a weird resilience as small business owners. So many people watching the show are small business owners, and we have a weird resilience to. We're just like we're constantly problem solving, and it's really easy when all you do is solve problems to let the negativity get to you, because I feel like it's kind of like being a cop. Like if you're a cop, all you do is deal with the worst people. Like it's not a surprise to me that when people are cops for a long time, they get a little cold. It would be hard not to like shut some of that emotional like joy down, because you're just dealing with the worst people over and over again. Like your interactions at work are with people doing stuff wrong and trying to act like they're not, right, and avoid you. It's got to be just the worst. And as business owners, we run into not the exact same trap, but a funny trap where the minute we solve a problem, we give ourselves very little time to enjoy it. We just start working on the next problem. Denise checking in. How's it going, Denise? Happy Thanksgiving. Gobble, gobble. Oh, look at this. Look at this. We've got the nutcracker in the house. JC, don't get back to work. Shouldn't you be out on a roof hanging lights somewhere? What are you doing here?
I'm trying. She looked lonely, so I figured I'd keep her company while I work outside.
Yeah, that is JC right there, actually. That's the stunt double. Oh, there you go.
I'm pretty sure Dan is accompanied with a
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Midday
I
drink.
get a little prop.
Is that right, Dan?
Yeah. Well, say that again, Jai.
I'm pretty sure you're being accompanied with a midday drink.
Oh yeah. Cheers. I got me a little whiskey Coke. It just seems like now after this weekend, I do my like no drinking until Christmas thing.
That's right.
I mean, I'm not. By the time Angela and JC are getting married, like we're just jumping off that wagon. So that wagon ends the Friday when I come down to see you guys.
Really?
That wagon ends at about 4 a.m. when I get to the airport to start traveling to get to you. That's when the drink hiatus ends. It starts after hunting season is over this weekend. Duke checking in. The Dukester. Ice is starting.
You stop. You do this little dry spell, and I understand your dry spell to like, but you do it in the season most people drink more.
Yeah, because I'm a contrarian. I'm like, it actually annoys me. We've done the social media, like things I like about social media and things I don't like about social media. And one of the things that annoy me on social media is when people answer a question that nobody asked as a means of like patting themselves on the back. And I'm kind of like, it's like an eye roll thing for me. And I see people do it all the time where they're like, I quit drinking. And I just want to like pat myself on the back because I quit drinking. And I'm just like, man, I started drinking. Like, I don't know. I think it's just weird that you need to like get us all to like high five you for that. But so I take a month off just to make sure that I can. And yeah, I do it when everybody else is starting to drink because I'm the opposite of most people. And that's how I like to roll, And there is a logic here, Angela, as to why like between Thanksgiving and Christmas, it's a transition between outdoorsy activities, because usually outdoorsy pursuits have some sort of time where a beer is involved. Like you don't drink while you hunt, but you drink after you hunt with your buddies. When you ice fish, you drink the whole time. So I can't take time off of drinking while I'm ice fishing. That'd be like bowling and not having a few beers. You can't do it. Like your arms don't work, your legs don't work. Open water fishing out on a boat, you need a couple drinks out there, so you can't not drink then. So of all the time throughout the year, if you do enjoy a drink, now it just happens to be the best time for me to take a little time off. So it's happening.
There you go.
I'm just thankful for our sponsor, Service Monster.
Yeah, shout out Service Monster. Thankful for our sponsor over there. I got to get Zach back on the show. I want to have Zach on the show, who's like their demo specialist dude. I want to do an episode with Zach just to demo Service Monster, like for everybody, because there's stuff I don't even know that Service Monster can do, and I'm not in it every day in our business. Like I get the reports out of it, and I like see how we're doing, and we're doing great. Half thanks to Service Monster. I mean, we're doing great because we're working our butts off, but we're also doing great because we get to use Service Monster. Duke said, "Plot of speaking truce." Duke ice fishes as much as I want to ice fish. Just like Joe Deveneaux open water fishes as much as I want to open water fish, but I'll never get close. That's like Duke of the Northwoods. Duke is just up here ice fishing all the time. He's retired also. He's retired honorary board member of Business Owner Outdoor Badasses. #boob. But we're building some ice up here. It's gonna be good. Thankful. Here's I'm gonna start with a thankful right here. We're bringing it. I'm thankful that it was warm up until now because our window cleaning and pressure washing business, like Andy crushed it. I mean, like 200 some K in October and November again. And now it's like slowing down just in time. Like once it gets cold up here, like everything freezes and you can't, if we get a little snow, you can't be up on a roof. You can't be cleaning the gutter. You can mess around with some really uncomfortable window cleaning when it's 15 degrees and windy out, but nobody really wants to be out there doing it. But the weather like stayed warm and held off long enough that the business could do really well. And now it flipped to cold and we don't have any snow yet. So when it flips to cold without snow, you build some good ice for ice fishing. So I know Duke is pretty jacked up. So thankful for that. This is like the perfect weather switcherooski for my pursuits. Can't complain with that. Angela, do you take any drinking time off throughout the year?
Gosh.
Do you do any hiatus?
No, I don't do a hiatus.
I don't think you
No.
need to. I'm not
And
judging
I
that.
don't feel bad about it. I have in different periods, like you said, every year that you do this, we discuss like I've taken different periods off to make sure that I can or not,
Mhm.
just for the like awareness or something of it.
Yeah.
But no, I don't anymore.
I don't know why I do it. I just did it once. Like I did it once as like I like built a business and a show and stuff around drinking in a funny way. And so it made me actually like question like, oh man, I should just make sure. And then I did it and I was like, okay. And I've talked about it before. And we'll do an episode afterwards where I'll reminisce about it. But I always laugh because like people make all these claims about they sleep better and they are this better and they lost this much weight.
Yeah, and you don't.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I just don't. It's not.
But we talked about it, and I've done it too. And I was like, no, I don't sleep
Nothing.
better.
I think I do worse. I think Busch Light is that much of a part of me that I actually am a worse human when I'm not drinking. But I still want to just make sure I don't need to. So we'll see. We'll see how this year goes. Angela, you got any? And Jai, you got to get your butt on. You got to get in here. I know it's like 4 a.m. for you over there, but we need you. We need you to be in here because it's a thankfulness episode, and we're thankful for Jai. I do want before Angela, I gotta get to your thankful here. I want to get Zach on from Service Monster to do a demo because up until now, I've been telling everybody like, yeah, we love Service Monster. Go check them out, just not right now. Like, go check them out later when you actually have time to look at a CRM. And October, November. Where'd he go? He was just here. Where was he? I just saw Giant.
I'm cleaning up my background. It's so messy.
That's why you need one of these fancy green screen things. But I've been telling everybody, including my daughters,
Oh,
who I'm super thankful for, and I'm thankful
Hey,
that
so
they're off school
nice.
today, so they get to be like a guest in all of my things that I've been on today. They ate frozen blueberries today, and frozen blueberries should be like a new Crayola color because it turns whatever like the most vibrant purplish blue color. If you eat frozen blueberries, your lips, your teeth, if you're 8-year-old or a 6-year-old, definitely your fingers as well, because you know you're not using a spoon or a fork for shoveling those into your yap.
I use a spoon.
Then why you still have purple all on top of your lip?
I don't care. I use a spoon. Yeah, and that's all that matters.
Is it? Is it all that matters? Okay.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Well, we're thankful for frozen blueberries and effectively face paint, is what it turns into. Can you guys say hi? And then can you go
Hi.
can you go like break some stuff around the house? Just none of my stuff.
Yay. Break your headphones.
No, get out of here. Okay, you guys go.
Break your headphones.
What have I done? Okay. I'm thankful for you guys leaving. I'm
Break
thankful.
your headphones.
Go play. Go play. You're off school.
I love it.
Yeah.
They're getting so big.
Go. Stop. Stop or I tickle you real hard. Get out of
I
here.
can-
How do you make kids leave your office? Get out of here. Go.
just
Go.
Tell them.
Hold on. I gotta go regulate. I'm gonna go rub their face in some frozen blueberries. Hold on one sec.
Okay.
Go. Get. Go on, get.
Since that's not available, you're on
Oh,
mute.
we're taking over. I muted myself for a second.
Yeah.
We are it. We're taking over the show.
What are you thankful for, Angela? For this
I'm
year?
thankful I see a unique genius, something in your background, bag in your background.
Yeah, it's right here. It is.
And you get to go meet some people.
Yeah, later. I'm thankful for that. For me,
I'm thankful that
this
I
year-
got them out of here. What's that?
I was just saying, for this year, the things I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for meeting Angela and JC this year, as well, and our guys at Click All Cell, we did a local team get together as well. So I got to meet the other guys that is working for Mike as well. So
Oh heck yeah.
that's a very
That's fun.
social battery recharging event. My
Yeah.
social battery was super full, but my physical body was super drained because of the travel.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it was nice seeing others on our team on Click All Cell. It was very heartwarming, I think.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, like
Oh.
we all have the coolest ability to interact. I mean, we're literally on the opposite side of the freaking planet, and we get to do this stuff together. But Jai, I've
Yeah.
never met you in person. Someday, like next. Do we have dates? Do we have
Next
dates?
year.
Angela? I need to get
year.
the dates.
Yeah.
on
Yes,
Exactly
this.
7 months.
we're gonna announce those in the next couple weeks. Yes.
So I think that's super cool, but it's also a little bit detrimental that like we just don't get to see each other that often. Even Angela and I, like, we're not that far apart, but it's really like trade shows. We get to hang out. And ice fishing. I gotta get the ice fishing dates on the calendar. We gotta do ice fishing. Sarah's in the house. Frozen blueberries are tasty. Frozen grapes are good. They're crazy good. Like, and they're really fun to eat. You like bite them in
Yeah.
half and then skin kind of peels off. I didn't even know that
There you
was
go,
somebody
man.
like introduced me to frozen grapes, and I'm thankful that they did. They're awesome.
They're extra fun if you soak them in champagne.
I thought you just said choke on them. I thought that's like what you said.
Dude.
They're extra fun if you choke on them and somebody's got to
That's
give you the
not fun.
Heimlich.
That's not fun.
I'm not really a champagne person, but would I be with frozen grapes?
Yes.
Drew Larison in the house says, what beer is on the menu for tomorrow? All of them. Anyone that's within reach.
Ooh.
I got a
Send-
15 pack of
send-
all day IPAs. I got all day IPAs, a good session IPA.
Send some over.
Yeah. I like to, I want to, it's a marathon, not a sprint. you know, throw some lightweight IPAs in there to get a little flavor and just keep trucking. And I got some.
It is a marathon. Thanksgiving is a marathon. Tomorrow, we fly out tomorrow to go back to Nebraska to spend it with the kids, fat and healthy. And so just like you said, in coming to the wedding, I mean, the drinking will begin on the plane at 6 a.m. So it's going to be
you get there tuned up. You're like, when we get there, we'll take an Uber. Like, we don't have to drive anywhere. Start drinking right away.
Healthy's picking us up. And I was like, we'll be in great shape.
Yeah, just ease it all day. Sarah says frozen mandarin orange slices are good too. I've never frozen one of those before. I'm gonna start freezing more fruit. I do one of my go-to like cocktails is I'll do frozen strawberries, blueberries, you know, like the mixed berry frozen fruits, and then tequila, like a couple squirts of like lime juice concentrate, and then some seltzer water, like a lime seltzer water. Woo-wee. Like the frozen fruit kind of acts like your ice cube, and then you get to eat frozen fruit. Super good. And if you're floating in the pool, then you just don't even put any seltzer water in it. You just go tequila and frozen fruit, and then you're floating around, and then it's really tough to get out of your floaty like 30 minutes later. You're feeling it. Like feeling it extra. I got a thing I was gonna go to, and I forgot what I was gonna go to. But I want to hit on some more thankfulnesses, business specific thankfulnesses, because I think last year when we did this episode, I was thankful for the opportunity to like have a new start and start a brand new business, and that was just extra cool the way it all kind of played out and the ability to do my own thing. But I didn't know where it was going. I mean, we were only like 3 months in. Not even. We were like 2 months in at this time last year. Now we have 6 people from Angela's team. I think we're at 6. Right? I guess we're kind of at 7 if I count Jim. I think we're at 7. It's like we're starting to get to the point I can't keep track. I think we have 6 other we have 5 account managers plus me, plus a tax person now.
Ooh,
plus Michael Gregory's in the house. So I'm thankful for that. Wait. Yeah, Jack just disappeared. I was like, this is the perfect quadrant. But
look at me, I'm all red.
Yeah. Were you exercising?
Looks like Thanksgiving is.
I was. That's why I was late. My apologies. I'll give you 26 of your minutes of your life back.
I would just exercise with them. Did you exercise for me too? Because I didn't get mine in today. It'd be nice to be extra super cool.
You still can.
Yeah, we'll see. I got a whiskey.
I didn't want to interrupt. Whatever you guys are talking about,
I might have checked out. I might have checked out on the workout here with the whiskey.
We're just hanging out for Thanksgiving. JC brought in a nutcracker at the beginning of the episode. He thought I was lonely, so
it's a Thanksgiving episode, Mike.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
We're just
Dan. Do you? One thing I'm thankful for is my health and my friends. You guys. What do you do? Because you're an avid runner. You have calves the size of like tank wheels. What do you do in the wintertime?
Like way too big of calves.
Just crazy calves, yeah.
They're hilarious.
What do you do in the wintertime?
I usually do some like beach body type of workouts where you're like jumping around doing stuff. We got barn mats in the basement by a TV. And so you can either like plug a computer in or you can just do whatever. Marty has some workouts from a fitness thing that she's in that has like meal planning stuff with it too. So still try to get a workout in midday every day. Although the last few weeks I have sucked. Launching a new service will do that to you. Somehow I like sprained my foot climbing a tree when I was bow hunting. And so that kind of slowed me up for a week. And it's so funny. And I know this, we all know this. It's so habitual. Drew says, I would like CrossFit. I think I would like CrossFit, but I just don't want to be one of those guys. So the contrarian in me is like, no, I'm not doing it. Because it's like one of those things. How do you know somebody's a vegan? Like, oh, you'll know. Like, how do you know somebody's in CrossFit? It's like they'll make sure of it, right? They'll make sure that you know that they're in CrossFit.
CrossFit is hard, man.
Yeah.
Funny story. I just did CrossFit. I haven't mentioned it yet. No, I'm just kidding. I did CrossFit.
But I do like that style of workout. I do like that style of workout.
Yeah, but it's hard. I tried the circuit of it. I almost died.
Yeah. I mean, but hard stuff is good stuff. I like hard stuff.
Yeah.
Give me some hard stuff. Drew says large eye roll.
Maybe it's just not for me. Sorry, Drew.
But it's a little like I like the beach body workouts like you do, Sean T's like T25.
Yeah, I'll jump on the T25.
Insanity
That timing
30.
works out for me.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
I like
one's
those.
good too.
It's so much of it for me is like the mental like get away from the computer because I'm just at the computer all day every day. And I do, yeah, to Drew's point, like hard work is good work. I especially like having grown up playing sports. I love being like severely out of breath where your body's like just going like not that it's shutting down, but it's like screaming, like your muscles are screaming and your chest is screaming and you're like exhausted. Like I'm conditioned to love that feeling from growing up playing sports. Like that's the fourth quarter. That's when like the game is on the line and that's what you're like trained to perform at your best. I don't mind that. That does suck when you're not in shape. Like that feeling is better after you've been getting back into shape, but that feeling is really hard when you've taken time off. And really like the last 2.5, 3 weeks, I've only worked out once. Just because like launching a new service, it's just like nonstop. You're just on the hamster wheel a little bit more, kind of getting over a foot injury and not wanting to re-injure it. And then this week I found like this is apparently all it takes. This week I just didn't hold to my workout time. Just because I'm out of the habit. Like Monday I ended up taking a different call. Tuesday I was like, oh, I got to go to Fleet Farm to buy some ammo because Ben and I are shooting rifles and I got to go sight in guns and stuff like that. Like, which I could have done at a different time, but I just used my workout time to do it instead. And I was like, oh, damn, like 2 weeks and I already have gotten out of the habit and I'm like finding other shit to do. So, and today I didn't work out either. I had the time blocked off, but calls encroached and I didn't like hold to it. So literally in 2 weeks, I've like fallen off that bandwagon. But Marty and I have a workout plan starting next week when I stop drinking. So that'll be a good catalyst to flip back into it. And my foot's feeling better. And as I get older, I don't know if you guys have realized this too. I'm just so much more aware of like little injuries and being like, I do not want that to like ramp up on me. And so I've learned to try to like take it easy, even though I kind of feel like a wimp doing it. Like when I was young, you just bounce back from stuff like that so much faster. And now I'm just like, man, I can't afford to like not be able to walk around because most of the time I'm carrying like 1, 2, 3 kids while I'm walking around. And regardless, like I can give up working out, but I can't give up like being a dad and doing
what you're saying is the exact reason I have been more conscious about working out. I've actually like 3 months ago started having dreams about my body breaking, and it's like I can't. I'd wake up like, oh, I'm getting old, so like I got to just start exercising. So I've been way more consciously into it in the last 3 months.
And I think like once it's built into your schedule, then you can hold it. But the minute you start to slip, like. And once you've built it in, like, you know, when you're starting to slip. Drew pointed out, he's like, I've had really just built it in my day, go right after I drop the kids off at school, do the 8:30 class.
Yep.
I do mine midday every day because it's like the one spot I can hold to the best where I can check out. I don't have any kiddo responsibilities, no husband responsibilities. My schedule's blocked, no customer responsibilities. Like if I give up that time, it is purely my fault. Like there's nobody else I can blame. Like I just didn't hold to my schedule, and that's what happened the last week or two here. So got to get my ass back into it.
That's why we worked out at 5 in the morning. I mean, it's early.
It's early. I don't enjoy it then. Like I enjoy getting work done then, but I don't enjoy working out then because my body's not warmed up. Like, and then I just don't get a good workout. And like I'll go do it like when we're at sales booths and stuff. Like I'll go run in the morning. I'll lift in the morning or do whatever. I'd rather do it than not do it, but I don't get as good of a workout. And then I miss I missed the mental break in the middle of the day, which is like
that mental break was good.
Little recharge for me. But you got it's just so important that you like get it at the right time of day for whatever the heck your schedule is. And that's different for everybody's schedule. And if you got kids and
stick to it. There's so many things that come up and reasons or excuses not to do it. Just do it. And I love what Drew said. Just pick a time, and that's just like it's your time. It's like a meeting. You're not going to not show up for a sales meeting, right? So
it is a meeting.
The same level of it is. It's just as important as anything else you're doing, if not more.
Arguably more.
For me, I work out at 11
I hear Michael
here in the Philippines.
No,
Michael's here.
what's up,
Hey,
dude?
Michael. What's
You're,
up?
you're surviving. I can't wait to
I'm
catch you
done.
the football season. You're done?
We did it. Well, I mean, the rush is over.
Good job.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good to see your face.
Yay.
You're looking good.
Thanks. It was a
You
good
earned it,
year.
man. You earned the rest.
Wait, is Jai just in the background talking to somebody?
Yeah.
He's talking to you.
Yeah.
He's talking to you. He just
You're
is off
so
camera.
quiet. Jai, you're so quiet.
Angela told him that earlier, but I told Angela it was her fault. But no, maybe I was wrong.
It's definitely Jai. It sounds like he's talking to somebody.
Hello.
I want to see your favorite job of the year, man. You got like, can you share the screen? Like, you got a picture of your favorite job of the year? Because you are the king of lights.
Yeah. So actually, I don't have pictures. I'm horrible at that. We did one, and it's a customer of mine that I've been doing for 7 years, and he's generated lots of business over the years. But I lose money every year doing his house because it's so much lights. I'm so grateful for him. I mean, we literally do about $10,000 a day with a crew, and we did $4,000 the other day with that crew because that's how much lights he has. But I texted him last night. I'm like, your house looks more Hallmark than a Hallmark movie. It's like insane
awesome.
what we did.
That's awesome.
But then we did another one yesterday that I thought was gonna be pretty cool. It had a wreath that was suspended in between a porch. It was like just free floating. But the house had something like these really crazy lines up and down. And I drove by and not realizing it was that house last night until it was like too late. I was like, holy shit, that house is awesome. And then I realized it was ours. So that was pretty cool.
Wait a second. Hold on. For the viewers, you have teams doing $10,000 a day of installation?
Yeah, we
How many people? How many people? How many? 2 or 3 or 4 people?
So I'd say our
Jason, get in
three-man
the
crew was
frame, man.
averaging three-man crew were averaging about 7,500 a day. Our 4/5-man crew, he was doing about 9 to 10 consistently.
Wow. I'm not sure if you knew this or not, but I coach a lot of people to do Christmas lights, and I don't. That's a number that I never even get people to shoot for.
Forever, I said 5,500 was the norm for a 3 to 4-man crew, and these guys, we did 450,000 this month with 3 crews.
Dang,
It's crazy. It's crazy.
So, it was just, I got extremely lucky with 3 very, very talented team leaders. 2 are 23 years old. Another one's 31 years old. And 2 of them only have 1 year of experience. The other one is brand new.
Awesome.
I don't call that luck. I call that good cruiting. That ain't luck.
It was true.
It's cruiting. Always be cruiting.
So I'm happy to take tomorrow off finally. I've worked every day for the last 3 weeks.
Heck yeah. It is amazing. And like we know this to be the case. We know this to be the case. I'm thankful for JC jumping in. Good job, JC. It's always a good reminder, and like we know this is true, but sometimes we have to hear stuff like that, which is, man, if we just have good employees, everything else just happens. And I see it over and over again, and I'm probably biased because Michael and I own Higher Lead Chill together, but when I see somebody not investing in recruiting and they're complaining about their employees and that they can't grow their business and blah, 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 I'm just like, we have this solved. This is not rocket science, right? Like you're just afraid of being a leader. You're just choosing to not invest in recruiting and not build a good team because you're afraid to have to lead people and that somebody's going to be better than you. But when you go find the right people, like that was a pretty big smile on JC's face there. Maybe it's just because he's bringing Angela up here. But it's
I'm coming back. I actually missed talking to you guys, so I'm gonna do this instead of.
Well, another thing too is like hearing JC talk about his team and like the amount of production they're doing, and your goals are meant to be broken. Like the world record from 1937, all have been smashed, right? And so when I first started doing Christmas light installations or doing marketing for Christmas light installations, 2014, when JC was in diapers, we were trying so hard to get people to do 30 grand. Like your year one, 30 grand. Come on. And then by 2016, it was like 40. And then by the time I entered Concord 2018, I was like, all right, year one, let's get 50, 55 grand, and you're a unicorn. And then we have people like, I think in JC's group, 2019-20, like 6 figures, 125K first year. And like my mind was blown, right? It was just like, how is this possible? But it's just the people that just set their mind and they just laser focused on whatever that goal is. And then you get production rates like 3,000 for a team of 2 for new installs, 4,000, 5,000 for a team of 3 with new installs. And then you see that, an actual real person having success in an industry doubling what other businesses are doing. So whatever you think is possible, double it. And there's somebody doing that.
And then double that. And there's somebody probably doing that too.
I doubt that. That'd be crazy.
It is just astounding though, when you get like the right team, how you're just like, oh shit, like what was I doing every year before this? Why didn't I go find these guys like the last year and the year before that? Like, what was I waiting for?
I've been at these jobs that we've been doing for years. Like the Hallmark one, it's the 7th year we've done it. And I mean, I walked away from it like saying, holy cow, I never thought we could do this job any better. And it was phenomenal. Like our customers are just raving. I was on putting a wreath up earlier for a customer. The guys went and did it yesterday. It's 3 guys. Took him 4.5 hours, and they were just like blown away. He was so happy. It's like he's never had lights on his house before, but we've done it 4 years in a row. And he was just so excited of how great it looked. The attention to detail these guys have been doing. And today we had a team meeting, team breakfast. One of the guys brought in tamales for everybody. Angela made breakfast sandwiches for everybody. And I've never in the last 5 years of having employees, have we ever sat down this late in the season and smiled, laughed, had a good time. There's been no like anger or frustration with anybody because we've had excellent communication, the camaraderie. Do you need help? There's obviously little things going on in the back. I mean, there always is, no matter what. But just to see this level of excitement and everybody excited about the Christmas party next Friday, like they're all just like ecstatic. They're like, yes, I cannot wait because I've been hyping it up. So it's cool to see that when you think you have everything dialed in, you can even do it better. And that's what we did this year.
Hell yeah.
Bravo.
Dude.
Well done.
Way to go.
Good job, man.
Thanks,
hold on. I want to get Angela's version of this because I suspect for Angela too, she'll be like, yeah, JC's been way less of a dick this year during holiday light season. There's gotta be, some of that. I gotta imagine.
That's the truth.
It all ripples back, right? Like it always ripples back to the attitude we bring back home. And this is kind of this is your second holiday light season of like being stuck with each other now. So Angela, what's your vibe on this? Is the whole vibe better? Is JC smiling this much more?
Oh yeah, Jared. Sorry, I keep calling you by the wrong name. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Whoa. I'll see you in 3 weeks. You better watch it.
Yes, the whole vibe is better. And I knew I think we talked about this in a way earlier episode of like, I didn't know what Christmas season was last year. Like I didn't know how to be supportive. I didn't know like, oh, I should make breakfast sandwiches once a week, like how to come in and be supportive or how to be supportive of you. Like the expectation of like, okay, what weekends are going to look like, what evenings are going to look like. So on that front, you're like better prepared, like expectations are set and it's better prepared. Like this is what we're doing. We're bulbing, we're going around doing go backs on a Friday night. We're like I knew what life was like. But yeah, I would say it was much less stressful.
She did make good cookies. She hasn't made them in a while.
You gonna make any?
I made cookies. We had a lot going on this Christmas season because we did a huge hosted a permanent light install for a whole weekend to kick off the season. So yeah,
cookies are a lot of work.
And you all have seen the season. You understand it. You haven't worked in it, but you see it. And as I hired 2 new admin and a salesperson, and even the technicians, I try to explain to them like this is not like anything else you've seen. Like we're calm right now. October gets busy. November is insane. Like I try and prep them for it, and just they're like, oh, it's Christmas lights. How bad can it be? And all 3 of them were like, holy shit, I was not expecting this. I'm like, I tried telling you, it's insane. Like you're trying to make people happy and you got people just cranky and miserable no matter what you do for them. And then the phones are ringing, it's just, you try and try and try. And they're like, oh, it's just lights. And then they're like, holy shit, I hate Christmas.
I do. I always appreciate your honesty about like the excitement going into Christmas season and then like the drudgery of the end of Christmas season where you're just like, oh my God, I can't, not one more bulb and I'm over the edge. But you're smiling a lot more this year, JC, than I've seen you smile in past years around Thanksgiving time. So
Yeah, last night I was not smiling because we went to go do an install at the very end of the day, and we thought we were missing a whole tote of lights. And there's a big house, and which meant I had to go do it today. And I already had enough go backs today, and I was just so burnt out. I came home, I was not happy because I knew today was going to suck. And then I realized that we didn't put lights on our house last year. She canceled all the lights, and she just wanted some other stuff, so we didn't lose anything. We didn't have to go back and do the lights. And I went into work smiling today. I was so happy.
Extra relief.
Which made for an excellent Wednesday to end. I mean, I call this the end of the season. Next week, yes, we're busy, but like, you know, Thanksgiving is the rush. You got to get it up by Thanksgiving if you told them Thanksgiving. Next week, it gets up. You know, it's not a deadline at that point.
Yep. Yeah, Thanksgiving feels like such a deadline. You get a lot of pressure from a lot of people. I think Joe hit it on the head. It's because of Angela. He was grumpy single. Just as a Scrooge. Just a Grinch.
I tried, but I did know how to be more supportive this year. And thank you, Joe. I'll make more cookies next week. Joe was there for the permanent install when I brought lots of cookies and food. So,
man, I would have come down if I'd known there was good cookies going around. I would be all about that.
I'll make
any bush lights, cookies and bush lights. It was good.
I'll make cookies for you.
What does Santa want for Christmas? Bush light and cookies.
Bush light and cookies. That's what my kids leave out. Yeah. No, he loves them. Loves them.
He's on a milk diet.
Yeah.
Lactose this year.
Yeah. Michael, how about you, man? What's your thankfulness level right now? What are you feeling thankful for?
I mentioned earlier, definitely like my health, my family, my friends, my business.
But give me like some specifics. Go like get us a meaty one. Get us a meaty specific.
Okay. I'll talk about something I talked about in my forum because it's a little bit vulnerable. So Thomas's birthday was last month. So I've just been oh, my kid's like, he might be a rocket scientist. He woke us up 2 mornings ago and said, hey, can I cuddle with you guys at like 6 a.m.? And we're like, he's 5 years old. He laid down in bed. He's like 1, 2, he just counted to 120. Like he's a math wizard at 5, and he's adding and multiplying and dividing.
Does he need a job? Does he need a job?
I don't know. I was like, I love numbers too, buddy. We're gonna get along real well. But anyway, we had like this whole petting zoo for his birthday party last month. So talking about specifics, it's like thankful for my family and 40 people at our house, tents, giant snakes, lizards, like a whole petting zoo at my house.
I'm just picturing Will Ferrell and Stifler. The you got a dart in your neck. This is what I'm picturing.
Maybe, yep, close. That's kind of my vibe is Stifler. I can see that. So
you'd have to have the mullet wig on. You with the mullet wig.
Dude, my uncle has a mullet, and I've always been a little jealous of that.
It's not too late, Michael.
So his birthday party came, and that night, here's a picture. I know it's gonna be super small, but I'll just share it here. Here's the picture of him that night, like just pure joy on his face, pure happiness in our living room. But it's a mess. It's a total chaos mess in our house. And I'm like, we got to get cleaned up, man. It's been like 13 hours. I'm done. I need to chill. And he's just like in heaven, the only kid, like playing with every toy over and over again, just like 5 seconds at each toy. And I sat and I like reflected on the day. And I thought, I couldn't, at 5 years old, I couldn't have imagined, like my imagination wouldn't let me see what kind of day my kid had. And so I went from being frustrated and upset that the house is a mess and like I'm tired and I'm ready to go to bed to sitting down next to him and playing with those Transformers because I just had like this overwhelming moment of gratitude. And like, it's like, who cares if the house is a mess? Who cares? We'll play it tomorrow. So yeah, thankful for like, my life and like the people that I have and surrounding myself with the right people. And all the hard work that I've done and put into is like just tangibly paid off. And so never want to take that for granted.
Dig it. That was deep. That was good.
Well, you made me go deep. I was like family, health, love.
Yeah, anybody can say those things. We got to go deep. As you were saying that, it reminded me of a thing I want to be more thankful for because we do get in like our routines, and we overlook some of the like the really special stuff because we're like, oh, the thing happened and now I got to go do this. And then it creates this checklist and we like forget to pause and be like, that's just freaking awesome that we got to do that. You guys probably won't relate to this one, but JC will once I get him into this world. The one for me is I shoot a lot of deer. Like our freezer's full. I told Marty yesterday, like, I think we need another freezer. We have 3 right now. I think we need a 4th one. Because we keep coming, like Ben Smith and I keep coming up with more cool ways to do stuff. And we make some really good stuff. Our venison bacon, our jerky, like everything we make, we're getting like really good at. Super freaking delicious. And there's just so much pride in it. Like when you're eating it and nobody else touched it, like you killed it, you dragged it, you butchered it, you quartered it, you processed it, and went into your freezer, nobody else touched it. It's just the coolest thing. But I shoot a deer and it's like we track it, we get to it, gut it, drag it, and it's like a process. And I'm like, it's a pride thing, but I've done it hundreds of times. Like that's not a exaggeration, like a few hundred times probably. And so because it trips this trigger of like now the work starts. Like I shot a deer, we find it, get the knife out, gut it out, start dragging it. And so I want to make sure that I take like a few minutes to just sit with it. Like when you recover an animal, like it is an overwhelming feeling of gratitude. Like you took something else's life, right? I don't feel a whole lot different about it than gardening. Like I'm killing vegetables too. And I'm going to eat the hell out of those. Love it. But it feels different. Like I don't take as much pride. I do take a lot of pride in my garden. Like I love having an awesome garden and like growing my own food. But I don't like have an empathy towards the carrot the same way that I do for a deer. I'm going to eat all of it, but it just, there's a different feeling to it. And I have not lost, but I've rushed my way through so many of those. Hey, we got to do the thing, to what Michael was saying, like, oh, we got to clean the house, that I don't spend the time to just be like thankful that I'm even out there, that this is a thing I get to do, that this is like a place I can go get my food. Like nobody's sitting in a grocery store being like, man, I'm just so thankful that they brought these potato chips here. Right. Maybe you should, I don't know, but nobody's feeling pride about the grocery store, but I get to, like the way I go get my food, I get to have that moment. And I like rush through it so often and don't give it the time that it deserves to like be in the moment with it. Even like this year I had Marty shot her first deer with the bow, and we got to like her and I together, like husband and wife date, doing that. Shot a deer with my daughter Danny in the stand with me and got to be with her when we did that. My brother shot a deer this last weekend, and I had Reggie, our 6-year-old, Liam, my 8-year-old nephew, and my brother, and like all 4 of us hanging out in the woods together, just in the dark, in the middle of nowhere. Like we're just a bunch of weirdos, but like we get to the deer and we're just like, let's get it, let's go. We got to do this, we got to do that. And so I think it's just it's an opportunity to chill for a sec and play with all the toys and talk about it, right, and be in the moment. So I gotta slow that down. That's a missed thankfulness. I'm thankful for the opportunity.
I love that, Dan. That's awesome. That's awesome you do that, because it's somebody that I will eat your deer forever, but I couldn't kill it, and I think that's one of the reasons why. It's because like it's a sport, and you know, like appreciating like all the goodness that's going to come out of that, the people you're going to feed, etc. That's special.
Yeah, and I don't even do it because I'm just too busy. I gotta go. It's such a wasted opportunity. Joe spilled it, taking JC hog hunting in January. He doesn't.
I actually meant to. I got to talk to Joe about getting some toys for guns. So that's perfect timing, Joe, because that's what I told Angela I wanted for. I don't ever ask for much, but I said I want a tactical weapons class and some weapon stuff. So perfect timing. Get some thermal radars, scopes, and whatever you want to call them, thingamajiggers.
You need some cool stuff. You'd be right in your element. They don't, when you come up ice fishing, we have like a light over a hole, and we have glow jigs. If that could be like thermal, like you put it, you light it up and then you put it in the water and it glows. It's pretty thermal.
I'll bring a thermal koozie.
Oh, that would be sweet. We should do glow in the dark koozies. We'll do like a rave in the fish house and everything glow in the dark. Black lights, getting black lights in the fish house. One of the, I think, just a cool thing that we talk about, but I don't know if we give this enough credit, is that we get to work with being small business owners. Like our colleagues are each other in a funny way. And that is a thing that 99% of the world doesn't get. They don't get to work with their friends all the time.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
They go to their job and there's coworkers that they hate and there's some that they like, and they go to happy hour with the ones that they like to talk shit about the ones that they don't like. Right. That's what you do when you're in the corporate world. I've been there. That's what we all did.
You hit it
and
on the head.
And
You
we
hit it on
get
the
to
head,
like
man.
do business with our friends and like do these sorts of things with our friends and do business. Oh, hold on. Jai and I just did the
Drink
double
beer
take.
with our friends.
Rob's in the house. Oh, just kidding. Get him out of here. What you doing, Rob? You out working it?
I'm going on my way to find some tools that were left at a job site, and then home. To have many, many beers or
Me-
bourbons.
All of the beers will be had. All of them.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling the day before Thanksgiving, picking up tools that your crew's left behind.
Yeah.
Huh?
They were working so hard they forgot the tools at the job. Kind of like me forgetting to be thankful for the deer and just jumping into process mode. They forgot their damn tools at the job.
Yeah.
Well, somebody's got to do it. At least it bought you this time to be in the car hanging out with us.
Yeah.
So you got that
Yep.
going. I'm thankful that they
Yeah.
left the tools at the job so you could be in the car to jump on here with us. That's fine.
I'm thankful that it's going to be like a nice dust time to take pictures.
I'm not
good.
thankful for your cell
It'll be
phone
worth it.
reception right now. Your cell phone
Yeah,
reception.
not.
That's because he has an Android. That's all I have to say about that.
It's
Oh,
got an Android. That's what that
Wait,
is.
Rob has an Android?
yes.
Yeah.
What are we cheering for right now?
Team Pixel
Android. I knew
I'm
there
on
was
all the
an
way,
Android.
man.
No,
Another
no.
low standard.
Oh shoot.
I'm surprised JC's
Yeah.
I don't like it. Yeah.
So much better.
Rob, as it's the thankfulness episode and you're new here, you just checked in. Well, give us besides running out to get tools and then drinking all the beers, what you thankful for? What comes to mind? And it's got to be like specific. Michael tried to give me I'm thankful for my health and my family, and then I grilled him because we gotta get like some good meaty story. What give us some meaty story. What are you thankful for, man?
Nope.
He
He
froze.
froze.
Cell phone reception.
I'm thankful that I got my one daughter from. Any better? No. Yes.
Oh yeah, that started
Thumb up.
to get a little bit better there. There you go.
I'll try this. I don't
You gotta
know. I
hold
run
your
2
phone
SIM
up
cards. I
there.
run all these things to try and do better.
Go. Bring it.
Rob's thankful for Verizon Wireless.
Can you hear me now?
No.
I gotta let me come back to one that I started with earlier, and then I want to get like some business specifics from you guys. So I was talking about earlier, like last year at this time, I was 2 months into a brand new business and like confident that I could scale it, but you never know. You don't know what's going to happen in the world. You don't know you're going to be able to find the right people. And I think this was right when Michael was jumping on, but we have 6 people from Unique Genius, 7 people technically from Unique Genius. We got another 6 team members on our team. We just launched a tax service. We're I haven't counted, but we're over 150 clients. Like it's been just a little over a year and we're 150 plus clients on the bookkeeping side and not
Congrats.
slowing down.
Wow.
And so like, thanks to everybody that trusts us to like do an awesome job for them. But I'm so thankful for just the opportunity to like get the round 2, if you will. That's been freaking awesome to be able to rebuild a thing that you're passionate about. And then super, super thankful to Sean, who's not on here. And everybody please send your thoughts and prayers to Sean because he's in the hospital right now. Don't know how serious it is, but he was getting like a vertigo thing going on and just feeling awful. And Sean's a tough son of a bitch. Like he grew up as a wrestler, and his brother's hand is the size of like my upper body. Like his brothers beat the shit out. Like Sean is a tough son of a bitch with two older brothers that used to kick the shit out of him. Sean doesn't go in unless it's real bad. So please send your thoughts and prayers to Sean Day. Higher Lead Chill, shout out. But I'm really thankful for him and Michael. But combined, like I just keep track of the shit. Him and Michael finagled up some awesome recruiting stuff. Michael's technology knowledge, Sean's processes and operating skills, and the account managers that we have on our bookkeeping team are so fucking good. I did not, and to JC, what you said earlier about like these three guys, like all of a sudden this business just goes, and our business has just exploded because we don't lose clients. We just don't lose any clients because they have no reason to leave because the account managers are so good and taking care of them so well. And when you find the right people and like what it allows your business to do, when you have the right people on your team, and you're not like worried about is the thing getting done. You're worried about like, can I find more people just like this? And then we did, and we have more in the pipeline. I'm just thankful for like that opportunity to not worry about can we execute, but to worry about, oh man, can we execute for enough people? Like, can we build, as Tommy Mello says, like, can we dream big enough to fit everybody's dream inside of it? And I love how he phrases that. And I've quoted it, not as much on this show, but like to a few people that I've talked to. I think it paints such a cool picture. And I'm just super, super thankful that Sean and Michael combined on Higher Lead Chill were able to create what they were able to create. And I'm like the beneficiary, and Angela supplying me with the best bookkeepers in the world. Like the speed at which we can grow and like do awesome work for people has exceeded what I even thought was possible. And it's just super cool. And it makes business so much more fun when you have an awesome team and you're not like chasing them around, making sure they're showing up or making sure they're doing what you asked. Like they're more worried about the job that they're doing than I am. I'm like, you guys quit worrying, just keep crushing it. Like, why are you so worried about it? Just keep doing what you're doing. But they have that, like, I'll call it a guilty conscience for lack of a better term. Like they give so many shits about how well they do and who they do it for and what's happening in their clients' businesses. And that's just been so refreshing and such cool restart for me. So super thankful for that. Super duper.
Hell yeah. Congrats, man. I'm excited for
I gotta go, guys. Peace out. JC Angela, I'm super
Michael.
excited to see you guys. And
Happy Thanksgiving.
smash the turkey. See ya.
See you in a few weeks. I mean, I'll probably see you on the
Bye, man.
show before then
Yeah.
and in meetings, but I'm physically going to see you in a few weeks. That'd be cool.
See you guys. Happy Thanksgiving.
See you, Mike.
Hey, bud. I should also say I'm super thankful for my mother-in-law and my mom to watch our kids so we can come down and see Angela and JC in a few weeks.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
Pretty pumped about that.
Nice.
Thank God for moms. Angela, business-wise, anything that like comes to mind specifically from a thankfulness standpoint?
Well, I didn't say any gratefuls yet, but so I'm going to say both.
Yeah, you
I
take it. You take it away.
I said before we were on here, it's my third Thanksgiving episode. So I'm grateful for that. It's my third Thanksgiving episode on the show. And like to think of, like you said, when you were like last year's episode to where you are, to think of like 2 years ago, like where my life was, where my business was, like Michael said, like
that was like one of the first episodes you were probably on 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That was early on.
I was only like
hanging out doing shows.
I was only like a couple episodes in. So just to like think like, I mean, personally, I hadn't met JC yet. The business, everything, like I couldn't even kind of like Michael said about he couldn't have imagined as a 5-year-old, like 2 years ago on this episode, I couldn't have even imagined my life or my business being what it is. So I'm just grateful. I'm like so grateful for all of that. So business wise, like it was when you said, like Tommy Mello said, we want to dream so our dream to be so big that everyone's dreams fit inside of it. That was a huge part of our summit. And like, that was just a huge business win to be there with everyone, to meet Jai in person and have some beers with him in person. And just tell him that JC cried more than,
I know he sent me a video. He sent me a video, and then he sobered up real quick, and he told me to F off because I kept asking him for bookkeeping stuff. Fake cry. He was fake crying.
Fuck you, Dan.
It was just, I mean, so powerful to like be with them and tell them like, we have a dream so big that all of your dreams fit inside of it. And so that's it. That's a specific, like that moment this year. And then knowing like we promised him we'd be 5X when we returned next year, and you return with us. So.
Oh, heck yeah.
Look, I'm trying to fit my bottle in the picture.
Oh, dude, and it like lines up perfectly. Little shrinkage.
Yeah.
You got a little shrinkage going on.
There we go. There we go.
It's like a koozie. It's like a koozie.
Yeah.
Joe
Nice.
Joe said, wait, so you fishing too? You can chase butts well here. For anybody that doesn't know, butts is short for halibut. I assume everybody knows that. But if you didn't know that, that's what butts is for. If you ever see Joe and I corresponding and you see a lot of butt talk, we're two butt guys. We're all butt. Yeah, we're chasing a lot of butts.
Yeah, something you might want to clarify more often.
People aren't catching that? People aren't catching that we're talking about halibut? Flounder? No? Okay. We'll see. We'll see. Are we going fishing? Is there fishing to be done? Are we fishing?
I'm trying to do it for Saturday morning. I didn't want to say anything, but since you brought it up, I'm trying.
Count me in. Count me in.
Joe, you might have to come up early Saturday. Bring the boat, actually. We'll go with Joe. It's even easier. There we go. Joe, bring the boat.
You're just kind of silent.
Yeah. We're right on the intercoastal. It's easy.
Yeah. Be fine. What could
We're
possibly
actually
go
on
wrong?
an island on water.
No, an island, Angela, is actually land surrounded by water. It's not like it's on water. I mean,
the island is on the, okay.
if you were on the water, you'd be like in a floaty. Floating, tubing.
Okay. We won't put you on a floaty in December here.
I don't know. It's probably warmer than anything around here. I could probably tough it out. What? It's probably like
We go back to Nebraska tomorrow. I've gotten used to the mildness of here. Nebraska is Minnesota.
I bet it's
cold.
what? It's probably like in the 20s and 30s right now.
Gee, we wish.
Teens.
It's good. The deer will be moving. That's when you get them.
No, I didn't get that lined up. We talked about that last week.
It is tough though in Nebraska, especially as you get farther and farther west, and there's just nothing to block any wind. Like you get the temperature in the teens, and then you throw like a 10 to 20 mile an hour wind on it, she'll cut right through you.
Yeah.
All right, I have to go pack because I have a long day tomorrow. We're leaving early. Dan,
Do it
Well,
up.
you.
Peace, bud.
All right.
bye,
See
Joe.
you, JC.
Jai, you're the only person we got to get you back in here. We need you to close us out with what you're the most thankful for, man.
Well, just for the opportunity to work for you guys.
Don't
for me
start
to-
sucking up now. You don't need to suck up now.
No, I'm not, because I don't know if everyone knows. I left the corporate job or an industry job. I used to be operations technician in a refinery here in the Philippines.
What are you refining?
And
Oil?
oil, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to work
Is it palm?
on
Was it palm oil or what kind of oil? Coconut oil?
gasoline.
Like gasoline oil. Petroleum.
Petroleum, yeah, that's it. That's the one. Yeah, so I used to work for Petron here in Bataan. So
Patron, like
it's
the
like
is that where they get the tequila
Chevron.
from?
No.
Oh dang.
It's like Chevron, but yeah.
Yeah. I was like, hook me up, man.
So
Put some of that on my frozen fruit, you know?
so I took a big leap just doing this thing full time. Got hired by Michael, got hired by you, Dan. I got to collaborate with Unique Genius.
You got the Unique
shout out.
Genius bag in the back. There you go. There you go.
Yeah. It's just really a surreal feeling Like I'm much more happier now than I was when I was working for that company. So I'm getting choked up, man. So I gotta stop.
Yeah.
So
I
that's the thing for me.
it's a scary leap, but
It is.
I gave did you give yourself a runway like if this doesn't work out, I'll give it a year, 3 years, 5 years. Did you give yourself like a
Actually,
timeline?
yeah, I was I asked for a sign, like if I told myself if and when Mike asked me if I want to work full time, then that's when I will leave my corporate job or my industry job. So
That was it.
yeah, so I'm just so grateful Mike asked me to work for him full time. So I got to do this fun things for a living. And yeah,
It's fun,
my
man.
colleagues back then are so inspired by what I did. So they're asking, "Is there an opening in your company? Can I join?"
You need help? You need help?
Yeah.
There's lots of openings that
Everybody's
you
asking.
need, guys. Send them our way. Send them our way.
Yep.
Get referral bonuses.
Yep, I sent the referral links to the
All
guys I know are interested. So I hope somebody is getting in. So just so thankful for that. Thank you guys.
Yeah, man. Back at you. It makes me I reminisce on when I was probably in a similar way, Jai. I was in the corporate world for about a decade, and then I mean 6 7 years into that, I started helping a buddy with a small business, and then I started helping him more. And then I started doing his bookkeeping. I don't know why I didn't start a bookkeeping business then. I just didn't even like know it was a thing that I should do. Now here I am running a bookkeeping business. But I helped him with that. Then I came on like and I bought in, I invested, I came on full time in 2016. And that in my head, I was like, 5 years. I'm gonna give this 5 years. And if it doesn't work out, like I can go back to the corporate world. I can go back and get a
Yeah.
job. And so that was
Yeah.
like the story I told myself. And I still could. Like I don't know that I would, but like I think if for some reason bookkeeping didn't work out, I'd be more inclined to just go start a new business because I'm more comfortable
Yeah.
with it. But I don't see myself going back in the corporate world. I don't know if the corporate world would have me back. They probably look at all my Facebook videos and they'd be like, "Who's this wild ass loose cannon?"
Yeah.
Like, that's me, man. But I remember like a few years out, I was just like, oh, like there's just so much fun to be had out here, out
Yeah.
doing small business stuff. And so I won't. I'll never go back because I try not to burn any bridges or rule anything out. But man,
Yeah.
I'm having so much fun that it's just like it's not even a thing that's on the table right now. Like, how would you?
Yeah, that's the thing.
How would you stop having so much fun? Like, what's life about? Are you trying to have the best life possible? Or are you trying to show up to a 9 to 5 every day? I don't know.
Yeah.
But
You know what's funny? Like how the snowball effect affects you in life. Like I get connected to Mike, then Mike connects me to you, and then you guys get connected to Angela. It's like I don't know, man. Funny how things work. Yeah.
it is. It's weird how it all plays out. It's weird, and just the timing of it.
For me, Jai, like I met Dan, and then I met
Yeah.
Michael, and then that's how I met JC is because I knew
Yeah.
them, and I got asked to speak at a holiday conference, and
Now here we are.
Yeah.
now here we are.
Yeah.
And
Sharing a screen together.
sharing a screen. And it's I don't know if it's like a fate thing. I try not to act like something else is in control and that I get to make my own decisions. But I do think there is we're all at the mercy of like when our doors are open. Like there's relationships and opportunities out there, and we hit certain points in our life where we open our doors a little wider or close our doors a little bit more. But the coolest stuff always happens when our doors are as like wide open as they can be.
Yeah.
And then we just find the right types of people and we do cool stuff. So
100%.
On that note, we out of time today, folks. Thank you guys for hanging out. Angela, I can't thank you enough for you're the old stable Angela on the show. And I appreciate you jumping on all the time. It's so
I
fun to
appreciate you.
I'm super excited to join you guys in a few weeks. I'm excited. I'm more excited for Marty to come down and hang out. Marty has never been able to like come and hang out at a thing, and it's tough when you have 3 little kids to both get away. But it's like a quick enough down and back. We're able to make it work, so I'm super pumped for that. Jai, can't tell you enough, man. You're the man, dude. I appreciate the hell out of you.
Thank you.
Business nerds, this show doesn't happen if you guys aren't here watching it. Maybe it does happen. We'd just be talking to nobody. I don't know what we would do. We'd still probably do it. But thank you guys for tuning in and hanging out. Tonight, we're talking home service workshop. Angela's not even invited. We're talking about a conference that she's running one of the legs to. I got Kurt on. I got Jamie Schmidt on. And we're just going to be talking home service workshop, getting all the lowdown on what Sales Boost is a part of. But we're going to be breaking it all down. I don't know what we're going to get into, but if you want to go to the best convention in the home service industry, that's what we're going to be talking about. You should come check it out tonight, 8 o'clock Central, 9 Eastern. You figure out the rest of the time zones. I don't know what Arizona's doing. Who knows what time zone they're in? You figure
9
out.
a.m. 9 a.m. Philippine time.
That one, yeah, 9 a.m. Philippine time. Be there. We'll catch you guys tonight. Until then, you know what to do. Work smarter and harder. Go earn some pride. Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Peace.